Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's our pleasure now to be joined by legendary boxer and member of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, as we get set for Amir Khan's Sal Canelo Alvarez coming up on Saturday night in Las Vegas. And Oscar, my first question, what made Amir Khan such an attractive choice to fight Canelo this weekend?
Well, when I was making this fight, I thought about the two most popular fighters on the planet today. You have Amir Khan, who's the most popular fighter in England today, and you have Canelo Alvarez, who's a superstar, a global superstar. And I thought to myself, okay, Floyd Mayweather never wanted to give Amir Khan a chance. Manny Pacquiao doesn't want to fight Amir Khan. And Amir Khan deserves the big fights. And when I presented this fight to Amir, it took one day for him to come back and say, you know what, I like this fight and I'm going to win.
I wanted to ask you about the international flavor we are going to have on Saturday night. You have a British fighter in Amir Khan taking on the Mexican Canelo Alvarez, as well as a Canadian and American in the co-main. What made you decide to make this such an international affair, or was it just a coincidence?
Well, when you enter that ring, there's no nationality. I mean, you're fighting for the people's respect. You're fighting for, yes, obviously your country and wherever you're from, whether you're Canadian or Mexican or from the UK, but when you're in that ring, you have no nationality. You're fighting for the world. You're fighting for the people. You're fighting for pride and acceptance. And this card, yes, is very international by design, but it's by design because every single fighter that's on the card understands the value of performing at the highest level and looking good in front of excuse me, these bright lights and the cameras and the people and on a global stage. So every fighter is anxious and ready to go.
It's a very loaded undercard on Saturday night. How important is that in the combat sports landscape these days to fill out an entire show?
Well, I mean, that's something within Golden Boy that we pride ourselves in. We always stack up our cards. We always make them exciting. I mean, I remember one of our last cards in Las Vegas where Vargas versus Mura was fight of the year. We win fight of the year every single year for a reason, because we know how to put fights together. We want to please the fans. We want to make sure that the fans are happy and keep coming back and keep watching. It's a win-win for everybody.
What is the fight Oscar De La Hoya is most anticipating?
You know, the Frankie Gomez Herrera fight is going to be incredible. I mean, that's going to be a barn burner. You have the veteran fighter in Herrera who has every trick up his sleeve. A guy who has been on the short end on several occasions, and most recently against Danny Garcia, who clearly he beat, going up against a young fighter like Frankie Gomez, who is hungry, who is fast, who is strong, who is trained by Freddie Roach, and Freddie's calling him the next Manny Pacquiao. So, I think that fight's going to create a lot of excitement, but obviously the main event is going to be outstanding.
Is there any chance that we're going to see a rematch between Jesus Soto Karass and Yoshihiro Kamagai?
I'm brewing up something nice in the near future. I want to put together a special card that consists of nothing but rematches, and obviously Kamagai and Soto Karass will be part of that extraordinary card. I'm thinking about also maybe doing the rematch with Vargas versus Mura on that same card. If he gets by Salido, who is not a walk in the park, on June 4th. So we have some interesting ideas, and I'm sure the fans will love.
Now, Amir Khan took a shot at Donald Trump, saying that this might be the last time you'll see himself and Canelo fighting in America if Trump wins the election. Is this a real possibility, Oscar?
I don't know. I mean, it's Donald Trump is so unpredictable. I mean, who knows what he's capable of doing? One thing for sure that I know is that he's a cheater in golf.
It is Saul Canelo Alvarez and Amir Khan going down Saturday night from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And thank you very much for joining us, Oscar. All the best.
Thank you.
Tonight, it is a big fight involving Saul Canelo Alvarez and his opponent who joins us now from Las Vegas. He is Amir Khan. Amir, thank you very much for joining us. You are moving up in weight to face one of the best fighters on the planet. Has that additional weight changed anything in getting set for this fight with Canelo?
It's made me stronger, it's made me feel more stronger. I mean, the speed is still there. A lot of people said to me, when you put weight on, your speed's gonna decrease, but not one bit. I mean, the speed is still there. It's something that you're either born with or you're not. The power has definitely improved and increased. So I know that when I do hit Canelo, he is gonna feel it. But the speed, the movement, and everything is just right, perfect. I mean, this is a very good weight for me. It's a natural weight for me, which I normally train at. So I'm gonna be happy going into the ring at this weight.
Now, Bernard Hopkins has gone on the record stating that you are, quote, daring to be great by taking this fight. Why did you decide to move up in weight to have this fight with Canelo?
I mean, if you look back in the history books, there's only 3 people who have done this, moved up from welterweight to middleweight and won a world title. The last person I remember was Sugar Ray Leonard when he beat Marvin Hagler. I mean, if you want to be great, you need to make these moves. And I really believe by me moving up to middleweight and fighting Canelo and beating Canelo, puts me in the history books. And that's what I want to do. I want to be remembered as a great champion and by beating the great champions as well.
Now, another voice out there is Ricky Hatton, who has said that you need to make this a boring fight if you're going to upset Canelo. As an action fighter and looking at your pedigree, are you even capable of putting together a boring fight, Amir?
I've never been in a boring fight ever. Every fight I'm in is a very exciting fight. But sometimes you have to just be smart in fights, and I think this fight is definitely going to bring the smartness out of me, and it's going to make me think, and it's going to make me bring the best boxing ability I have. Because the previous fights, when you're fighting other lower caliber fighters, you just go in there, you're going to win. But in a fight like this, you have to be on your A game, you have to be definitely ready, and you can't make any mistakes. So this is one fight I'm not going to be making those mistakes, and I'm going to be very smart, and I'm going to stick to the game plan.
Now, Hatton also noted that if you do take down Canelo, you will be regarded as one of the great British boxers. How important is that to your legacy?
Yeah, it's something I've always dreamt of doing, achieving massive achievements in boxing. Being from Britain, I think winning this fight would be one of the biggest achievements in British boxing for a long, long time. So it's just great to be amongst those big names and those top fighters around the world, and also in Britain. I think winning a fight against Canelo would be one of the biggest achievements around in the world. So this is what I want to do. This is what I chose. I chose to be a great fighter, and I chose to fight against Canelo. By beating Canelo, I knew and I know that it can take me on to different heights in life. So that's why I took the fight.
And tell us about some of your training in mixed martial arts leading up to this fight. How did you get involved with the Super Fight League?
I got involved through a friend of mine who is the CEO, and I become a co-owner of the company now. I'm into sports, new sports, and MMA is a fast-growing sport. So I got involved in it, and I become a co-owner of it, and also now I can help other young fighters become MMA fighters and also boxers. I've experience in both fields, and I can help fighters in both fields. I've been working on a little bit of grappling and stuff, and also with where the hands should be, like the defensive side of it as well, the movement side of it as well. So MMA is similar to boxing, but obviously I had to work a little bit more on the grappling side. So I worked on the grappling side, especially against someone who's going to be very strong in the ring, which is Canelo. So I wanted to make sure that my inside skills are going to be strong.
And your prediction for Saturday night's outcome, Amir?
It's going to be a great fight for me. I'm going to go in the fight and I'm going to win this fight. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the fight, I wouldn't be taking the fight. I know Canelo's been in with some guys where he's a huge favorite. This fight is totally different. I know on paper he might be a huge favorite, but if you think about it, I don't think he's got a chance in this fight. I've got the speed, movement, power, and you'll definitely all be surprised when you see the new Amir Khan. coming in with the being in the middleweight division, holding the power and the strength, he'll definitely be surprised, and his team will be surprised.
Well, Amir, we want to wish you all the best going into Saturday night's fight. He's taking on Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas, Nevada at the brand new T-Mobile Arena. And that is going to bring Fight News Now to a close. A reminder that we are here each and every weeknight on Fight Network at 6 p.m. Eastern Time with John Ramdeen, Robin Black, and myself, bringing you interviews just like you saw with Amir Khan, as well as all the news from combat sports.